Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? There was no background music in the game when I booted it up again, so I pulled up Nero's theme on YouTube to use that for starting screen music. So, we are back with some more Fate Extra. We are beginning week 4, which, just based on who we have left and the fact that we haven't had a certain plot point happen yet, I think we're up against Julius and his assassin this week, which is gonna be something. Hello, Mumbus. Welcome. Should be afraid. I am afraid. So, let us get into this. The air is tense. The tension in the air reminds me of how it feels when an opponent pairing is announced. My pairing hasn't been announced. However, I recognize the two girls in front of the bulletin board. The girl in red is Rin Tosaka, and the other is a girl the same age as Rin, or a little older. The girls size each other up, and without a word, each glances away from the other. One of these two girls will die. That is what fate has decided. Rin Tosaka and... Are we supposed to say it as Ronnie 8 or Ronnie the 8th? I guess it doesn't matter that much. I'll go with the 8th. Rin Tosaka and Ronnie the 8th are equally powerful. I can only gain from one taking the other out. I'm not the only witness. It's Julius. He walks over to the bulletin after the two have left. Neither side will hold back in the battle. If I could watch the fight, I could learn quite a bit. Hello, Sriska! Welcome. Without a single glance this way, they leave. I really don't understand, but I'm nervous anyway. Yep, so I believe sometime during this week is when we will... Wow, okay. When we will, make a separate save so that we can come back to a particular plot point and do a different branching path. The moment I see Rin Tosaka, I know the time has come. Her body language is as aloof as ever, but I can see the focus in her gaze. Today's the day they fight. One of them will die. In fact, it may even be happening today. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Julius. That's nothing unusual, but it worries me for some reason. What Julius said in front of the bulletin board about Rin and Ronnie's battle is still bugging me. Maybe it would be a good idea to track down Julius. From outside the multimedia room, I hear a faint voice. I put my ear to the door in order to hear better. It's Julius. I can't make out the details, but he's talking about a program's code. I knew it. The firewall around the battlefield is just too strong. The security is highest there. I sense him moving and shuffle away from the door in a panic. There's nowhere to hide. It's you. His aura of murderous intent makes my heart leap out of my chest. But then he promptly leaves. Even though he's tried to kill me in the past, Julius doesn't seem to register my existence. Maybe I'm not worth it for him to suffer yet another penalty for fighting outside the arena. We finally get to go into the multimedia room! multimedia room is a bit bigger than the regular classrooms. At the front of the room is a screen. Instead of a ceiling projector, there's an old-fashioned film projector. That's odd. It could be here all the time for all I know. I never visit this room. That device has been rewrought, and recently. My servant is right. That film projector seems to be warping the very air, well, data, around it. Something must have been done to it, probably by Julius. For what purpose? As I reach out to inspect it. Ah! I see. Weird. When I touched it, sparks went flying in my brain. I think I was attacked by some program. But although it makes me dizzy, the effects pass immediately. I don't think it did any damage. I wonder what it was. Somehow, I don't think it was Julius's doing. I'm pulled from my reverie by the earth-splitting sound of a weapon. Someone means business. I brace myself, thinking Julius has returned, but he's nowhere to be seen. Then suddenly, an image emblazons itself on my brain. Ronnie. Next to her slim form is a giant serpent, and facing them are Rin Tosaka and her servant. This must be an elimination battle between the two of them. The film projector spins into motion, projecting images of the battle onto the screen. I like how it says unknown for both of them. I know who that Lancer is. We know who that Lancer is, right, guys? I mean, obviously I know who the other one is too, but... I played Fate Stay Night on the channel before, so... How long are we gonna watch this? That's clearly Lancelot. Getting to watch other masters fight would be a huge advantage in a war like this where information is crucial to survival. Hello. Okay, one moment. I need to feed the cat. Okay, sorry about the, like, immediate interruption. We're back. It goes without saying that it's a total violation of the rules, but I'd expect nothing less of Julius. In any case, why did Julius leave halfway through? Was that his plan, or did something go wrong? Leave your speculations for later, Master. You would do well to observe this splendid fight. My servant draws my attention to the screen. Rin and Ronnie are facing each other. The forms of their servants can't be made out clearly. The image quality isn't bad, per se. It's more like there's a masking effect overlaid to hide them. I don't know, I can see them pretty clearly. Even with that security measure, I can tell both servants wield long shafts. They're both lancers, then. My eyes only see the sparks from their lances as each thrusts, parries, swipes, and defends. Ronnie's servant seems massively powerful, but Rin's isn't giving an inch. Either one could win. The owner of the Red Lance will win this. It is a classic David and Goliath situation. Saber declares Rin's victory, seemingly arbitrarily. The servants are equally matched, but that girl has more creativity at her disposal, so she will win. She is better able to exploit her enemy's weaknesses. She wields her brain as if it were a blade itself. The darker-skinned girl realizes, but does not have the cleverness to counter. It must frustrate her. Rin notices she's winning too. Her posture is full of confidence. On the other hand, there is a hint of alarm on Ronnie's otherwise expressionless face. And then, the clash suddenly stops. I can't make out what's going on, but I can tell that there's space between the two opponents now. The one who backed off was Ronnie. Her servant contorts and starts gathering energy. Even through the blurry screen, I can tell an inordinate amount of power is being summoned. I am sorry, Professor. I must return the chassis and life you bestowed upon me. Maximum velocity, infinite. Helm to the northern sky. Mode Osiris. Gonna lurk real quick to go eat dinner. Alright, enjoy your lurk, enjoy dinner. Continuation of duties deemed impossible. In case of failure, destruct self along with moon. Performing final directive. Wait, what? Atlas homunculi can pull off crazy stuff like that? You fool. This isn't something to self-destruct over. After taking a beating from Rin, Ronnie must be intending to use her last resort. Never mind Rin. Wouldn't that liquefy the entire arena? She used her command seal. That's a trump card you can only use twice in the entirety of the war, and Ronnie just used one. No, her command seal isn't what's causing this horrendous power to well up from within her. Her heart is a kiln on the verge of exploding. Anyone who saw her right now could tell. Ronnie's body was built with the capacity to overload like this. Your magic circuits are at critical convergence. You don't need to throw your life away like this. Ooh-wee, a comic... Oh. He's actually speaking. Rin's servant addresses her with a flippant tone totally unsuited to the intensity of the situation. Yeah, that's normal for him. her heart's made of ether light. Before she blows up the arena, skewer her to the core with your noble phantasm. Ooh, I like it when you're desperate. What a treat. Alright, it's finally time to end this. At Rin's command, Lancer takes a stance and gathers his strength. It builds and builds until... the next attack will settle the battle. They will not have time to resort to their command seals. Even the victor will suffer greatly. It is possible that both contenders will end up perishing. As Saber cuts herself off, she looks directly at me and says in an annoyed tone of voice, "What is that strange look upon your face? Do not tell me you are thinking of saving them." I didn't realize I was telegraphing my emotions, but more importantly, what did my servant just say? Could there be some way to save them? It sounds like there might be, but Saber wasn't enthusiastic. Yes, indeed, there is. I intended to keep it to myself, yet I find you dragging it from me. Girl, I haven't pressed you at all. Although reluctant, the young blonde servant points at my left hand, at my command seals. So long as this screen connects to where they are, you may save either one of them. But their location is walled off. I would require the assistance of a command seal to transit there. So it's actually impossible. Still, command seals exist to make miracles happen. I would need one seal to get there, and possibly a second to survive once there. We could lose 2 seals. Wipe that look off your face! I cannot believe I must ask this, but I will ask anyway. Do you truly intend to save one of those girls? Alright, chat. Who do we pick? Folded the answer with no pressure. Seriously. But who do we pick? Are we saving Rin or Ronnie? Hello, Umakoba! Welcome, welcome! You are just in time for the Rin or Ronnie decision. What are we doing, chat? We have 1 vote for Rin. And 1 vote for Ronnie. Ooh. Mumbus may be our tiebreaker. Uh-oh. Welcome back, Mumbus. Rin or Ronnie? Rin? Alright. We are going with Rin. And we'll go for Ronnie on a second pass. Ronnie is going to self-destruct any second. I'm going to listen to my heart and save Rin. My servant springs into action with no sign of disapproval. Time is of the essence. Power surges through my feet, electrifying the air and bending the floor. Space warps around me. The distortion rips a hole in the screen. My servant leaps toward it and the world melts into streaks. My vision goes black from the rapid acceleration. My hand tingles where the command seal burned off. When I open my eyes, I find myself in the arena. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Literally. The air sparks as the arena begins to melt around Ronnie. Ronnie knows why I'm intruding on her fight, and blatant hostility is poured upon me. We don't stand a chance! Praetor, use a command seal if you want to survive. If we can last even a round, we can escape when the Seraph's forced termination activates. Oh boy. Let's go. God damn! Wait. What is wait? That's not a move. Oh my god. Thank you, Ronnie, for all the help. Yeah. Oh, my computer is not happy. Calm down. In response to a third party's intervention, the Seraph drops a wall between the enemy servants. That's it. This is my chance to rescue Rin. No, we were too slow. That girl will self-destruct before the Seraph forces a withdrawal. We won't make it. Even the protective wall between us and Ronnie can't contain the force of her blast. Saber, Rin, and myself will be evaporated instantaneously. Suppose I don't have a choice. Looks like I'm the only one who can do something about this. It happens in the blink of an eye. With a curse, Rin's servant dashes straight toward Ronnie. Like a blue comet, he zooms through the wall even as the enemy servant's spear rakes across his right side. Lancer! Hey, little girls like you shouldn't play with big girl toys. I've accepted my own fate, but I can't be at peace with it if you threaten those I want to protect. Through a storm of flashes in the overheated air, the lance continues unerring, running Ronnie through. The red lance's barbs scour the flesh from her ribs as it pushes in and through. Caught in the lance as it falls to the ground is a heart and lung system constructed of opal. Time. Per regulations, a forced withdrawal will now be performed on Hakuno Kishinami. Everything happens at once. The heart explodes behind me, creating a massive shockwave of data corruption. The world is crumbling, but I am holding Rin's hand. Lancer Gashinda, I was thinking the exact same thing. Ronnie's large servant collapses around her, protecting his fallen master from the wave of data. And then... Ah! Damn it! Ow! That bastard took off my damn right side! Cut cleanly down the right half of his body, the blue-clad servant sits alone before the wave of data. It is hopeless for him. He has no time to get help, and eventually, with that wound... Don't worry about me. This is a reality of the battlefield. We do what we can, little lady. At least, I'm grateful my master was able to survive. Now I just need to work on finding ways to defend people without getting myself killed. Yeah, you should work on that. My lady master is going to be livid. It's your job to calm her down in my place, okay? That wisecracking smile suddenly disappears into white. Although I feel like I can see the arena fill with light, my mind is eviscerated by tiny impacts. Lancer did indeed Shinda. I come to in the multimedia room. The command seal on my left hand is now smaller, but my exhausted servant and Rin are by my side. Where am I? You... Why? Those words are all she can manage. She blacks out. The intense battle, followed by the rapid acceleration of teleportation, must have completely drained her. The film projector has gone still, and the screen is dark. Rin was taken to the nurse's office after she collapsed. She's still asleep when I pay a visit. According to the doctor, she woke up earlier feeling okay. I'll wait around until she wakes up again. Come to think of it, I haven't heard a peep out of my servant in a while. They must be angry. Naturally, you fool! Why have you shown compassion to that woman? You turned my stomach! Be gone from my sight! She's never been so openly hostile toward me before. She must be very angry about what I did. But wait, I've heard her say that she admires kindness before. So why is she angry at me for showing compassion? Don't be ridiculous. I only enjoy when leniency is bestowed upon me, not when it is given to others. Ah, I see. She's just so imperious that I don't dare criticize her. Saber brews in angry silence. Nearly a half hour later, Rin finally wakes up. You! What were you thinking? Rin goes from comatose to bitch in 3 seconds flat. You're a participant in the Holy Grail War too. Why would you do something moronic like save me? And don't give me nonsense about me being about to die. My victory was right around the corner. Ronnie's self-destruct was bad news, but Lancer was capable of stopping her and her servant. Hey, let me see your command seals. Huh, so you did use one. I figured as much. Don't you regret using it, seeing as how you're handicapped for your future fights now? I already know she's prideful, and her servant warned me. Still, I didn't think she'd be so damn angry at me for helping. What are you staying quiet for? Do you regret what you've done, or not? No regrets! You still don't get it, do you? That this war is unforgiving. There's no cure for idiocy, and I'd be an idiot to say thanks to an idiot like you. She grumbles irritably, thanking me in her own way. I think? Well, whatever. It still doesn't sit well with me, but you have my gratitude. Thanks. Alright, that's enough of that. On to the main issue. I left the arena before my win or loss was determined, so my command seals are intact. By the same token, without a win, I've effectively dropped out of the tournament. Get it? I'm an anomaly in the system now, disconnected from the logic of the Holy Grail War. Rin displays her hand. The command seals are still there, but they have turned gray in color. Honestly, even if I'd won, I would have taken significant damage and lost in one of the next fights. This way, I still have a chance. I may no longer be able to attain the Grail, but I can defeat Leo. Although I would have preferred to fight to the end with Lancer. No, I can't think like that. Anyway, what you did may have been a stroke of genius. Don't get me wrong, no way am I praising you for being reckless. Either she's embarrassed or still kinda mad because her expression morphs into a pout. It was worth saving her just to see this expression. But if I told her that, she'd probably yell at me again, though. Okay, on to the next issue. Was everything up until now not important to Miss Rin Tosaka? To be honest, I've had enough. What are you saying? I wanted to thank you, and I thanked you. I'd just like to discuss a crucial topic, if that's okay with you. How'd you disrupt our battle? The elimination battle's firewall should have been impervious even to a command seal. Trying to break through the firewall would have caused the system to fry your brain. The Seraph attack program. I remember having to deal with it at first, but it doesn't seem to affect me anymore. That can't be right. Even if your body is safe, your brain wouldn't be able to handle the strain. Oh, speaking of which, aren't you... A look of shock washes over her face, leaving an expression of confusion in its wake. Never mind, I was just thinking out loud. Forget I said anything. No, Rin, tell us what you're thinking. Anyway, don't try any more idiotic moves. The Seraph won't allow you to get away with it twice. Her warning delivered, Rin begins to rise off the bed, then stops as if something just occurred to her. Our girl's brain is empty and so nothing happened. Yeah, there's just elevator music in there. Hey, does the name Twice Peaceman ring a bell by any chance? Twice? I can't recall hearing the name. Hakuno, they talked about him in class. I might have heard the name before, but why bring him up now? No reason, really. You kind of remind me of him. Never mind, just forget I asked. After saying that, she drifts off into her own thoughts. Eepy. Okay. From now on, we need to remember that we are on the second file.
力を持つがゆえに道を踏み外す。道を踏み外すために逸脱した力を願う。
We should have done that whole section yesterday, after clearing the nursery rhyme fight. Oh well.
調和に満ちた世界でさえ特例は現れる。何のために？
Now we are properly entering week 4. Down to 16 combatants. The next combatants will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. It's the 4th such notice, and the bell that signals the 7-day countdown to my next battle sounds. It begins again. My hands are stained with the blood of 3 people, and still I remain. I've even taken the life of a child. 2, actually. Master or not, Alice was just a young girl. I wonder if I deserve to be alive. And what is my reason for continuing on? Shinji was determined to survive until the end, even as he screamed in panic that he didn't want to die. Though Dan was true of heart, he died still believing that every battle had true meaning. And Alice, who was just lonely, a lost little child who only wanted someone to play with. The one who overcame them all and took their lives in the process was me, using my servant as a weapon. I wonder if my purpose is enough to compensate for taking their lives. My purpose, to avoid death. And as for what Dan said, that he wanted me to find some meaning in my battles, could I really find something like that inside myself when I don't even know who or what I am? Even if the memories that were erased before the prelims were to return, could I find it within me? To find meaning in any of my fights? I wonder. Alright. So, not assassin, presumably. Next to my name on a big white sheet of paper is my opponent's name, written large. Master Lil Ronnie. Yep. Battlefield, the 4th Chimeric Lunar Sea. This is my next opponent. Before I can further ponder the strange name, a nasty case of the chills runs up my spine. Oh, I hope y'all are ready for an absolute freak. Someone definitely has me in their sights, but I don't think they mean to kill me at the moment. Curly red hair, clown makeup and costume, awkward, gangly figure. Why does this ring a bell? Yeah, it reminds me of a smiling mascot I saw in a newspaper ad for a hamburger joint. This clown isn't happy. Not at all. Oh boy, clown time? Clown time indeed! Her beady eyes glisten dark and slimy, like a snake's. Yeah, I like you. Super duper. Super duper. I don't know how she sounds. Oh, that's how she sounds. You look yummy. My opponent mutters to herself, swaying to and fro in a bizarre dance as she leaves. So that is the visage of a jester these days. Huh, amusing. Perhaps this jester will make our duel entertaining. Wendy's? No, she's more of a reference to Ronald McDonald. With the announcement of my opponent, the prep period begins, but I can't bring myself to care. What in the hell am I? Why am I here? How did I end up as a master in the Holy Grail War? Do I already know her servant? I do. These 3 questions race through my mind, making it impossible to concentrate on anything else. Do not dwell over long on such thoughts, and remember, you've helped as well as harmed. If you still doubt the rightness of your actions, why not visit the ones you've saved, as boring as it'll be? Listening to Saber talk reminds me of something. The one I saved using my command seal to disrupt her elimination battle should be in the nurse's office now. I wonder if she's alright. It might be a selfish thought on my part, but I wonder if going to see her will change anything. I should probably go to the nurse's office later and visit her. We have literally no information here except that the master is Lil Ronnie. Hey, you have to fight that weird clown this time, right? I saw her earlier and wow, what a creep show. Man, there is like nobody in the halls anymore. So, you're the hero of the nurse's office, huh? You look pretty laid back. Did you consider how risky it was to save a master like her? Jeez, that was uncalled for. I will say I am a little bit disappointed that we went for Rin first instead of Ronnie, just because, if we had saved Ronnie instead, then the Berserker fight that we would get was, someone who some of my viewers might really appreciate seeing. And that's all I'll say for now. But, like I said, we'll go back to do the Ronnie version later, so. I came to the library, hoping to glean even the tiniest speck of information about the enemy. But all I accomplished was sinking my time into a fruitless quest. Suddenly, my eyes stop on a book. The spine is white and textless. I feel drawn to it. Yes, I wasn't saying the name on purpose because there are people watching who have not seen anything from Fate Extra before. I pull the book out and open it. Inside is the following. We must travel back to the last century to the discovery of a certain massive structure, an ancient artifact, hailing from the distant past, formed by non-human technologies. In time, it would become known as the Holy Grail. However, the nature of its makeup and construction remain mysteries unknowable to humankind. It is doubtful humans will ever unlock the secrets of the moon cell's unique construction. Oh, you've discovered this book as well. At some point, Leo and his servant had walked up to me. It seems that book contains data that only masters of a certain level can access. Don't mind me. Enjoy the read. Leo's sudden appearance made me nervous, but I want to learn more about the Holy Grail. Before long, though, we learned the artifact was in operation. The Holy Grail observes the Earth. For eons, it has recorded activity on Earth. All of it, even individual lives, ideologies, and souls. The Holy Grail is an up-to-the-second blueprint of the Earth. Some say it is a divine relic. Eons of life on Earth. Recorded? That's extraordinary. She's very cool when angry, though. She is. So extraordinary that I can barely process it. Surprised? That book is a mere introduction to the Holy Grail. The Harway family knows more. We Harways even know the material that composes the Holy Grail. Come back here if you're interested. Bro showed up just to brag. Leo and his servant leave. What's inside this book is just the tip of the iceberg. Or what's inside this book is just the tip of the iceberg? If that's the case, then what does he know? Wow, I have to say I'm impressed you survived the third round. Alice, Sir Blackmore, and Shinji Mato were all considered to be top contenders. You're blessed with incredible fortune, Hakuno. May victory continue to be yours. Okay. Shinji, top contender? I know, right? Hey there. Actually, I don't know what I just saw. It was really weird. It looked like an anorexic party clown, but she looked at me like I was prey. Is that thing a master? Send him to the spicy Mapo Tofu dungeons. Maybe I'll discover a reason for living behind these curtains in the nurse's office. What I discover is Rin Tosaka, quietly nursing the wounds she received in her fight with Ronnie. What? You need something? Maybe you wanted to laugh at the broken mess I've become? Rin Tosaka's sharp tongue lashes out at me upon sight. It was no casual dig, but a barbed stab meant to injure. You think you saved me by jumping into my fight, don't you? Ah, how arrogant. Thanks to your intervention, all my plans have come to nothing. I even lost my servant. I hope that makes you happy. Did I save her life in order to discover my own reason for living? She had a reason to risk her life for the Holy Grail. With my intervention, I managed to waltz in and cripple that reason. When I fall into silent pondering, Rin Tosaka glares at me and asks, "Just what are you? Intervening in someone else's battle disrupts the system in a serious way. Come on, think about it. Masters would form allegiances and go 2-on-1 if they could. But they can't, and still, somehow you did. If you're not using magic stronger than any I know, then it's hard to imagine, but your body must... What am I? My memories have yet to return, and fighting isn't bringing me any closer to finding my reason. Rin looks like a child in a large blanket. Her question is only natural. I'd like to know the answer too. Well, if you don't know, then I guess you're a work in progress. But since you defeated me, you better be prepared to win your way through the tournament. Oh, that's Sakura's hair. I was like, what is that purple thing by Hakuno's legs? It's Sakura's hair sitting at the table behind me. After that, Rin Tosuka clams up and doesn't attempt to talk again. Our mutual silence is interrupted by my computer terminal's beeping. The primary cipher key has been generated. I think it would be good to follow the prompt from my terminal and leave this place. Okay, Sakura, can I get my freebie? Welcome back, Hakuno. You've advanced again. How wonderful. I don't have any medicines for you today, but I've made you a lunch. I hope you like it. We got Sakura's lunch! We got Sakura's bento! An act of mercy. I didn't think anyone here on this battlefield was capable of such a thing. But helping an enemy is a pretty frivolous thing to do. I wonder what your opponent thinks. Know a lot of people would run wild for that bento. Yep, they sure would. You won't learn what you need to know from me. Damn! Toko, please talk to me, I love you! Alright, let's see. I have no points to give. You are one of the people. Real. Were you the one who rescued the girl currently asleep in the nurse's office? As she has lost her servant, I guess she will be given special dispensation. However, should she intervene in any battle from here on out, her existence will be immediately terminated by the Holy Grail. Please tell her to be careful. Will do. Can I go in now? No? Anyone down here? Nope. Anyone on the roof? Probably not, because this is where Rin usually hangs out. Sakura's bento is more expensive than a ruby. Sure is. Wow, you're not dead yet? You must be the real deal to last this long. I will redouble my efforts as commissary manager to ensure you have everything you need to win. New mystic codes have been trickling in, so be on the lookout for new items. I was just about to look. What do you got? Look at this. Oh, wait. Go back in. artifacts. I don't necessarily need that one anymore, I think. The one that cures certain status effects. Anything else worth buying? Toko would use you and throw you away. At least Alco is more straightforward. Okay, but I like Toko. Toko can use me and throw me away if she wants. I'm fine with that. Oh. Good day. Oh, Ronnie! Huh? Wait, that can't be Ronnie in front of me. I saw her get stabbed through the heart. The image of Lancer thrusting his weapon through Ronnie's heart comes unbidden to my mind. As much as I want to forget that scene, it'll haunt me forever. But how? Is something the matter? Her voice, her appearance, it's the same as it ever was. It's as if nothing had happened to her. I wonder if she was resurrected or just impervious to damage. Either option is disturbing. She seems to be above any normal limit. We must be cautious should we ever have to fight her. Ronnie's presence in front of me just rams home Saber's thoughts on her inhuman nature. Ronnie the 8th. I heard she was Atlas's alchemist, but I'll learn more about that when the time comes to fight her. Seemingly oblivious to my bewilderment, she looks directly at me and says, Hakuno Kishinami, who or what exactly are you? The sudden question catches me off guard. Even more disturbing is the fact that Tosaka asked me the same exact question. If I knew the answer, I wouldn't be so worried about it. To find out what exactly I am. Several people have asked me the same thing, and their curiosity is tinged with suspicion and unease. Am I really so different from the other masters? Any hacker's attempt to bypass the arena's firewall should be recorded in the Atlas archives, but I cannot find any record of any attempt to do so. Are you really a Spiritron hacker? Even with her speculation about my identity in the open, I still have no answer to give her. I was just playing along with Julius in order to spring his trap, but to ask me who I am... Let me guess. What you truly want is to find out who or what you really are. Am I correct? Yes, that's it, exactly. I want to know. I want to know about myself. Very well. Allow me to give you this. A butterfly's delicate color. A snake eating its own tail. Acceptance is understanding. With that, Ronnie, the beautiful bespectacled girl, holds something out to me. A knife-shaped pendant? Take that with you into the arena and locate the anomalies that can be found there. Anomaly? What could that possibly... The anomalies are flaws in the arena's construction from when the moon cell constructs a seraph. They are cracks in the world made by the system. They are a source of normally privileged data. Lapses in system protocols, unprocessed spiritrons, are referred to as distortions, like cyber ghosts, etc. The knife pendant will allow you to access those distortions and extract any information. It's something I made after hearing so much about you, but it's by no means permanent. Distortions usually contain useful information. You may learn something to ease your concerns. But you must act. Take the pendant and find a distortion. It will then activate on its own. If my hypothesis is correct, you should find information in regards to your identity. A clue about my identity. the opportunity to learn about myself would be worth any cost. I gratefully accept her gift. Oh my god. I gratefully accept her gift, ignoring the potential for danger. If I can find any clue about myself, the reward will outweigh the risks. In any case, I will give my thanks. No need to thank me. The areas in the arena you will need to find will be shining. Now then, may the stars guide your path true. So I just need to take this with me into the arena and find those shining areas. To charge this item and find clues about myself, I'll hunt down the arena's magic hotspots. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Hey, player. What'd you have to do to shack up with that girl in the nurse's office? You're not shacking up? I see your game. Playing the chivalrous hero, are we? Bro, you think I got that much game? You think I got that much riz to land Rin Tosaka? 'Cause you would be right. Hakuno's empty head riz. I hear you're the white knight who saved the girl who's sleeping in the nurse's office. Playing the hero is all well and good, except for the part where she's your enemy. Throw the gems at her, like, literally. I know the way to Rin's heart. With gems. How did it come to this? An hour ago, Saber said, "Oh, I just remembered something, Praetor. Let me tell you a splendid story." And she's still going.
まさに驚愕の演出だな。青年が恋に落ちた家庭教師の元彼が、実は青年を赤子の時に捨てた父親だったとは。そして運命の日、青年は王の御前で共に演奏する父に孤児として育った恨みをそのままぶつけたのだ。父はそのあまりの神々しさに心臓が破裂するわけだな。だがさすがは天才を生んだ天才。込み上げた血を飲み込みながら父は青年に勝るとも劣らぬ歌を歌い上げる。
Nero, please.
かくして父と子の天をも明動させる音楽勝負が始まった。両者は3日3晩力尽きるまで歌い続けたとかなんとか。世もいろいろおかしいと思うが、あえて指摘はせぬ。派手さが矛盾を打ち負かすこともあるし。
Saber is pretty passionate about this play. It must be her favorite.
だが、この本の真髄はここからだぞ。
Oh my god.
話はさらに込み入ってくる。青年の天才的なことの音は遠くペルシャにまで届くのだ。ペルシャ王は青年を手に入れようと躍起になる。これが絵に描いたような良い美老年。いや、もう少しときめいたほどだ。だが青年の今の恋人は実は弟をペルシャ王に殺されていてな。長く復讐の時を待っていた彼女は宴の席で杯に毒を盛るのだが。
Oh my god. Saber's story doesn't stop at one twist or two. No, there are a couple dozen twists and over 100 characters bound by love and hate. Sounds like a soap opera. I guess for there to be a couple dozen twists, all the characters have to be in an emotional orgy.
話が長い。終わる気配が見えないだと。まったく何を聞いていたのだそなたは。もうとっくにクライマックスだぞ。ここまで聞けばおのずと予想できよう。あとは主役である青年が ペルシャ王になり変わっておしまいではないか。
There was no way I could have predicted that. The only plot arc that got resolved was the protagonist's, and he wasn't even all that happy at the end. If that's the end of the story, then those 100 side characters are doomed to a bad ending.
いや、だからみんな幸せになるんだぞ。最後におかしな機械が出てきてな。デウスエクスマキナと。
That's cheating! And I don't know what era Saber's from, but Deus Ex Machina must be an old concept. It is. More importantly, I know Saber pretty well from fighting alongside her for a while. For being a romantic and idealist, she doesn't like fantasy. Is she okay with a Deus Ex Machina?
確かに納得はいかない。だが演劇の脚本であるなら、これいろいろあったが解決した。ああ、要はいい言葉だと思うぞ。人間の親愛や愛憎は決して消え去らぬ。それを機械仕掛けであれ、神が解決してくれるのだ。要はそこに創作者の嘆きを見る。逆説的に言えば、絡まった愛憎の糸は人間では解決できないのだと。王だから。
Oops.
これは最後の希望なのだと思う。滅びに傾いた者たちが絶望の中で、それでもどこかに解決できる者がいるはずだと恋願う。そうだな。
Okay.
例えばの話、あらゆる宗教を弾圧した王がいたとしたら、そやつは喜ぶであろうよ。祈る神のいないそやつにとって、この機械仕掛けの神こそが己が哀れな最後を見とってくれるのだろうからな。
Saber finally stops speaking. She glances away sheepishly. That example at the end seemed too personal to be purely hypothetical. She was yapping for quite a while. Okay, save here. And leave. And it is now time to go into the arena. Oh, it's you. I cannot believe that you managed to make it this far. Man, was I wrong about you. You might just be a memory, but you're still a mage, it seems. What do you mean by that? Alright, to the first floor! We got some exploring to do. Going to find a victim to dogs. Master, this presence. Our opponent seems to be here, but their presence is somewhat unnerving. Until we obtain information on them, let's avoid running into them. The servant may not even be human. Okay, noted. Avoid them. Hi. Hello. We have new enemies to deal with. Fun. Ow. Okay. So that was almost an A-B thing, but it kind of flipped it around at the end. I don't know, let's try something like this. Not quite. not ideal.
ブルーは世の役目。そなたは控えておれ。
I spy items.
では、いざ。良い気合だ。
Ah!
そこを動くな。
God damn it. Shit.
そこを動くな。
Nero, don't die.
立て直すがよい。
Oh god.
気が利くな。
Lovely.
大義である。まだ剣のノリが甘いな。
Man, there's a lot of you guys around here, huh?
良い気合だ。
Ah! Ah! Shit. Oh, damn it. Okay.
なんという失態か。
Gee, thanks. Okay. Let's try that again. Don't you just love the beginning of a new round? With fresh enemies to struggle with.
開幕だ。行くぞ、奏者よ。
I'm not Yorokobeing. I'm not rejoicing. Man, whatever.
良い気合だ。さて、
Okay.
高いね。
What the heck? See, that's not even like an actual pattern. I don't know, man.
行くぞマスター。そこを動くな。硬いな。芸がない。
I don't know.
ブルーは世の役目。そなたは控えておれ。
Starting from the bottom again. Indeed. Actually, hang on. Okay, yeah, they do both branch off and go further, so we'll go up again. They might want that. Bruh. Bruh!
しろ良い。
I don't know.
が良い。
Fuck you! Out of my way. Eventually it'll start giving us more. Jeez. Reading enemy info. Yay! Make it a little bit easier for me, please. Soon enough he'll dox him. Yep. Eventually. It started. The doxing has begun. Bruh. Bruh. Bruh! Okay. Oh wow. Not gonna lie, I thought one of those attacks was gonna come back to bite me. Like this. Nice. I have so many remedies. I see you over there. Aha! A mystic code. So much remedy, so little time to use them. Exactly. This is an exit, right? Master, I cannot sense the enemy servant's aura. I recommend that we avoid confrontation for now. Huh? I think that was the game saying, hang on, don't leave. There's plot events you haven't encountered yet.
行くぞ。行くぞマスター。
Ow. Ow. Ow!
程度はあろう。
Oh no.
高いな。
Ah!
今日はつまらん。
Oh my god.
気が利くな。
Gives 2 turns free to attack? Huh. Ah! Stop.
無断だぞマスター。探索を続けよう。心遣い助かる。
No, that's not what I want. Alright, let's see, I guess. Although I need to, wait, no. Oh, that's for Servant, MP. I can read. Or Servant HP. I can definitely read. What? No. Oh, god damn it. I'm definitely hitting the right buttons. Don't worry about it. Okay, so... So... What the fuck? Since when do random enemies have skills? There's nothing in here. What is the point of this room? So I press X and that was the timeout corner. I guess so. pressed X and it doesn't seem to have done anything. Oh shit. Oh, fuck off. Stop that. Ah! Bruh. Use that. Okay. Okay. I see. I see now. Okay, so there's more stuff back up here. Good for grinding. I can see how it would be helpful for that. Especially in the early stages where we don't really get to see many enemy actions. Okay. Reading enemy info, yay! I'm gonna be going through this Mapo Tofu quite a bit, I think. Item! Very, very nice. Less nice, but that's okay.
失せるがよい。この程度の増票では物足りない。
Oh, damn it. I don't think I got it. I did not get it off that time. Oh well. That's fine. We'll manage. What? Shit. Fuck. Okay. I see. There's like a physical thing that goes out. Okay. You know, as I was doing that, I was thinking, maybe not guard? Oh well. Okay. Wait, hang on. I should do that as well. Nice. Oh, shit. This must be the spot where Ronnie said strong residual magic was causing static. Oh. When I approach the light, a splitting headache tears through my brain. But it leaves as soon as it comes. Now that I've come in contact with the residual magic, can Rin find something out about me? Alright, now that I've done what I set out to do in the arena, I guess I should leave. Nope. What you doing here? Creepy. Her aura isn't like Julius, it's worse. Oh god, when did I let this anorexic party clown— you are the second person to describe her that way— and her hulking servants slither up to us. Are they going to pick a fight here? Ah, shit. Let me save state real quick. Observe them. By God, this is a miracle. Huh?
我が生涯を捧げた伴侶には初夜にして裏切られ。
初夜で勢い余って殺しちゃったんだよね君。
我が魂を捧げた信仰には残首をもって報いられ。
あんなに頑張ったのに地獄の貴族に暗殺されたんだよね。
Don't you guys think you're saying a little too much on the first day?
かようにも我が信仰は砕かれた。神の愛を見失い、神の愛を否定され。
But in becoming a guileless monster, true love has returned to me. Yes, my love, you, my tragically empty and triumphantly full master who consumes only what she loves. My spirit rises in giddy joy when I ponder my luck in meeting you. Behold this fine meal we have encountered by divine will. Is it not fateful, blood-drenched king? That noble stare of yours outshines the moon. You are the muse that I have been searching for. I long to pierce that is a word choice. That supple body of yours with my spear. You compel me. You supremely gorgeous creature. You act so differently here compared to how I'm used to you acting. Priests say heaven wraps a cloak of death around the people it loves too dearly to be apart from. Truth. It is truth. Love is death, and death is love. And you I love so dearly I wish to kill. Would it trouble you if I bathed these halls in blood, my love? It isn't dinner time for them. And Lil Ronnie's tummy isn't super hungry ravenous right now. My love, I would never make you consume the meal you hunger for so greatly before its time. Your lives have been spared by my wife's wisdom. I suggest you flee before she changes her mind. I guess that bizarre clown's stomach saved our lives. What am I saying? We should retreat for now, Praetor. I am ready to cross swords with them, but those creatures give me a bad feeling. If Saber wants to retreat, then I better follow her advice. Retreat for now, and when we know more about them, then we can engage. Okay then. Okay. We'll come back later, guys. Okay, it seems like we got most of the exploration of this floor done. So... I suppose we'll just head out.
では続きは後日に。
Praetor, you are too relaxed around your enemies. I am speaking specifically about what that girl gave you today. You should be more suspicious. Making allies of your enemies is a strange way to go about things. If this is how you want to proceed, then you should ask that girl about those magic distortions. Treasures obtained. 60%. So there's more that I haven't found. Good to know. And I do believe that's where we're gonna wrap it up for now. So, tomorrow we should be continuing with round 4. So, thank you to everybody who stopped by tonight. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time.